but I graduated at a very bad time when coronavirus was at its peak in 2021. So at that time, all of the countries that were hiring foreigners froze travel restrictions and everything. But luckily, Korea was the only country at the time that was hiring foreigners. And I was lucky enough to get a job at Korea Institute of Material Science. Hello, my name is Veerendra and I'm from India. I'm working as a researcher in Lab M24. It's been 4 years that I've been living in Korea.
Oh, what is this place?
So this is called the 3D printing equipment where we do conduct all the experiments, and I usually work from here from day-to-day life.
Could you tell us about your research?
I'm currently working at a company called Lab M24. Lab M24 is dealing with laser wire direct energy deposition for different kinds of metals. Till now, laser wire DED is limited to chamber based, where will be using argon gas to prevent oxidation. But at Lab M24, we have break the frame of printing, and we are going forward to print large scale industrial products with the help of a new technology called morphing shield technology. Morphing shield technology that helps to print the products in open atmosphere. Currently at Lab M24, I am working as a process development researcher that will optimize the parameters to print different materials like titanium, niobium alloys, Inconel, stainless steel, aluminum.
What kind of experiment are you going to do today?
So today we are going to 3D print a sample first, then we are going to cut the sample. After cutting the sample, we are going to polish the sample. Then afterwards, we are going to observe the sample if there are any kinds of defects or porosity using an optical microscope. Let's go and see how we are going to 3D print Inconel alloy today.
What is this area for?
We have printed the Inconel alloy before using a 3D printing machine. So this is the cutting machine that we have over here. We are going to use this cutting machine to cut the 3D printed sample so that we can analyze for any kinds of defects or porosity inside the sample. Once we have closed the door, then we can run the fluid and we can cut the samples.
Is this place where you analyze the prototype you mentioned earlier?
So this is the data analysis room where we analyze the sample that we have cut before. In order to perform the optical microscopic analysis, we have to polish the sample first. Here we have the polishing machine, and here we have the sandpapers that we use for polishing. Once we start the polishing, we have to get a surface finish very smooth in order to perform the optical microscopic analysis. Now this is the place where we are going to do the optical microscopy analysis. This is the cut sample that we are going to perform the microstructural analysis on. So here we have the optical microscope. We are going to check if there are any kinds of defects or porosity inside the sample. Once we see over here we see a little bit of small porosity, and we are going to check at the other places as well.
Oh, interesting. Then what do you do with the data now?
So all of this analysis that we have done here, I'm going to go to my office and we are going to organize the data together, and then we proceed for further analysis.
What brought you to Korea?
What brought me to Korea? That's a big question. So I graduated with a PhD in mechanical engineering from Malaysia at a university called University Technology Petronas. But I graduated at a very bad time when coronavirus was at its peak in 2021. So at that time, all of the countries that were hiring foreigners froze travel restrictions and everything. But luckily, Korea was the only country at the time that was hiring foreigners. And I was lucky enough to get a job at Korea Institute of Material Science.
How's the research environment in Korea different from that in India or Malaysia?
When I was working in India and Malaysia, I was working at a university level research. But when I moved to Korea, I worked at a research institute, and the research is little bit more advanced when compared to academic research. So in Korea, the gap between the academic research and industry research is very less. So in Korea, the research is more focused on industrialization and how to make the product from academic research to industry research. So I think that has more advantage when it comes to Korea. This is my workplace where I organize the data. Then I'm going to organize each of the data according to their defects, according to the travel speed, according to the wire feed rate. Once we have organized the data, then we'll be able to understand what are the parameters that we are going to change. So based on that, we'll proceed and conduct the further experiments. And today, we usually have meeting once a week, and today happens to be our meeting day. So after this data, we are going to have a short meeting, and in that we are going to discuss about what is our further plan of action.
What is the company atmosphere like?
As you have seen that we are a very small startup. We have major projects from different kinds of different industries, and the atmosphere at my company is really nice, and everyone has their own job, everyone has their own responsibilities, everyone feels like there is no hierarchy that you see at Korean companies.
You were conducting research at the Korea Institute of Materials Science. What made you move to your current company?
I was looking for jobs at a industrial level rather than academic level, because I already conducted research as an assistant professor at academic level. That did not give me much satisfaction. At industry level, the research is much more advanced. Then I was looking for jobs at different kinds of online platforms. Then I found a job at Saramin at my current company. I applied for my job, and this is really advanced field that I wanted to work in. That made me move to my current company.
What language do you usually use to communicate with your colleagues?
At my current company, we generally speak in English with my team leader and other team members as well. But I'm trying to learn and improve my Korean skills as well, because if you want to live in Korea, you need to be fluent in Korean. That makes life much easier at your workplace and in your personal life as well.
What are you doing after work today?
I think I'm gonna do my Korean homework for today, because tomorrow I have Korean class. I have some kind of homework.
What do you usually do after work?
So usually after work, I go out for a walk, and on Tuesday and Thursday, I have Korean class, so I attend my Korean class. If not for that, if I have some time, and I explore neighborhood restaurants and also some of the cafes around here.
그럼 비렌드라 씨는 평소에 어떤 동료인가요?
비렌드라는 저희 회사에 처음 온 외국인 직원이어서 저희한테는 특별하고, 지금 와서도 진짜 열심히 잘 해주고 있습니다.
앞으로 외국인 연구원을 다시 채용할 계획이 있으신가요?
저희 회사 같은 경우에는 특별히 외국인, 내국인 안 가리고 능력이 있고, 그리고 저희 회사에 적합한 인재면은 더 채용할 계획이 있습니다.
Was there any program that helped you build your research career in Korea?
I wouldn't say there is a particular program that helped me develop my research career in Korea. The places that I worked at Korea Institute of Materials Science or my current company, they helped me a lot in different kinds of new technologies that I haven't learned before, like electron backscatter diffraction at Korea Institute of Materials Science and additive manufacturing at my current company. These are really new technologies that I have developed. Apart from that, I was aware of a research program that was developed by KIRD that also helped me finding and networking with different kinds of researchers that were working in the same field. So I would be able to reach out to them through different kinds of KIRD programs, and I was able to contact with them and develop my research skills as well.
Oh, it's almost time to go home. What time do you usually finish work?
I'm organizing the data that I've been working on today. Once I've finished organizing the data, then I'm gonna leave work. Usually around 6 p.m. I leave work. It's almost time to leave work. Once I have finished organizing the data, then I'll go home.
What would you like to say to international researchers who are considering coming to Korea?
Even if you're a master's researcher or a PhD researcher or a postdoc researcher, I would ask you to keep an open mind about Korea because it's not one of the English-speaking countries. You might face challenges related to language and other difficulties as well. But as you grow and keep living in Korea, you'll learn the language, you'll be successful as a researcher, but don't be afraid of being a failure with your experiments or with your personal life. Once you keep growing with Korea, Korea will give you a lot of opportunities to grow as a person. And I really thank KIRD for giving me this opportunity, and I'd be happy to help any of the researchers in any way. Thank you.